there was a scene where Porter stashes that penknife up his butt.
Yeah.
And I remember going to the first AD and saying, look, I need about 10 minutes to get it in, and maybe you need to cut cameras to get it out. Because he generally thought I was going to do it, but yeah, that was me teasing him. We trained as a four-man group, and I remember thinking before I started that I wanted anyone that watched this that was in any way to do with the military or the SAS to watch this and believe it and think, yeah, that's actually how it works. And both Andy and I learned how to strip the gun and cleaning it, reassembling it and firing it in, you know, and they'd do it on the timer. I think I could probably do it now. If you put an AK-47 on the table, I would show you.
I quite like the fact that I was in suits for a lot of the time, ordering people around. Yeah, I think Richard was the one that really got cut and bruised a lot more.
I remember during the fight, it sort of went a little bit wrong, and I ended up kind of really kicking him and laying into him. And the back of my mind thinking, you've got to control this. But you know when you've gone to the place where the character is, and there wasn't really a lot of acting, it just felt very real. Joburg is it was pretty dangerous. You know that the scene where we were on the roof and we rehearsed during the day, and the SAS guys came to us and said, look, we're going to rehearse, but don't pull your guns out, because if you pull your guns out, everyone down on the pavement will also pull their guns.
I wanted to make it look as authentic as possible, and so we planned that mission as you would a military operation. You know, we flew in onto the top of this building and then we cleared it.
And you had to be in and out in, what was it, 2.3 minutes or something. Our SAS advisor was just going, nope, do it again. Nope, do it again. You basically did that rescuing 40 times over 4.
They were landing a helicopter on the roof. What was the one with the open-sided chopper?
The Huey.
We had to kind of run onto the chopper and kind of hook on with the carabiner clip.
We were supposed to link ourselves in, but you're sort of in the moment and you're just running around and you're trying to hit terrorists with guns.
And the chopper was doing all kinds of different manoeuvres, and there was one shot where I thought I was clipped in and I wasn't. And I started to slide towards the edge of the chopper and he just grabbed me. I was holding on. I was like, I think I'm going to fall out of this thing. He was like, no, it's all right, I've got you.
Yeah, I think we both nearly fell out of that helicopter. I didn't tell my wife that for a long, long time.
He saved my life, like, literally. Yeah, I need to find the beer for that, really, don't I?
And I remember also when we were shooting, we had quite sort of big rounds, and I think Richard just went, stop it! I said, what? And apparently all of my shells kept hitting him in the face. So I may have saved his life, but I was burning his face as I did it. I loved that sequence, the end with Richard. That showdown was great. You know, that was probably one of the most enjoyable 3 days on the shoot.
John, you're a dead man out here. What do I have to lose?
Andy was just so incredible in this scene, because it was two guys basically beating the hell out of each other for all of this kind of baggage that they carried for so many years.
You know, our fight sequence was pretty intense. He's quite a big guy, and he winded me a couple of times and didn't pull any punches, and I think he was in character too much.
He was so kind of haunted by what he'd done, but what he made it was just incredibly noble, and it's pretty awesome. The very final kind of confrontation, the odds are so stacked against them, but there's that thrill that you can only get when you look into the eyes of the person that's with you in this impossible situation. And I won't tell you how it ends, but it's real. It's real. You see the fear in the face, it's real.
On my count. 1, 2, 3, go!